Today is Friday, February 28th, 2025. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the last couple of days we've just been knocking off little pieces of trail that we haven't done before. And most of them were just not worth my time to video or your time to watch. But this one is kind of interesting. So this is the Church Pond Trail. It leaves from Passaconaway Campground on the Kank, and it's 1.1 miles out and back, although it used to be a loop, and they closed the east side of the loop because it goes through a lot of wetlands and it's extremely wet. So our plan is to do the loop, even though it's a closed trail, because it's winter. So we'll see how that is. Maybe we'll change our mind. What gave us pause on this was, well, first of all, you can't park at the Passaconaway Campground, where you would typically find 2 spots for parking at the trailhead, because it's closed for the winter and not plowed. So you have to park across the street at the UNH trail for Hedgehog Mountain. There's a nice large parking lot there. So you walk down. Unfortunately, it's not right on the road. You have to walk down the driveway, get back out to the Kank, but it's not that long. Then you have to cross the Kank, climb over the snowbank, which is pretty high right now, and then walk down the road for the Passaconaway Campground to get to the trailhead. Immediately after you get on the trail, there's a water crossing of the Swift River. And then there's another one. In the book, the first water crossing is defined as usually needed to be waded across. I was really hoping that it would be bridged, but it was wide open. But right where the crossing is, if you go just a shade to the right instead of straight across, it's very shallow with rocks and ripples. And basically, we kept our snowshoes on, and we both have on winter boots that are in theory waterproof. So we just kind of went across on the rocks, and I'll shoot a video of that as we come back. The second water crossing actually had like a bridge. I don't know what was under what we crossed. Maybe it was a down tree. I don't know what it was, but it was simple to cross. So now we're just on our way out. This is running together with the Nanokomomok ski trail. I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation. So there are, actually, did we lose the skier? Yeah. It doesn't have ski trail anymore, right? Yeah, there was a old trough from a skier, but apparently that has split off now. But this should take us out to Church Pond. So we'll see. I don't know what the view is like. It's a beautiful day right now, blue skies. The winds are pretty high up above, so we stayed low. We went out to Pitcher Falls on the Champney Falls trail going up Chocorua, because John had not done that little loop out to the falls. So that's a good one to do in the winter. Just did that. And we did something else. Oh, we did the Forest Discovery Trail right near Lincoln Woods. Yeah. So this is the most hiking trail. Champney Falls is, but it was all broken out. This feels like real hiking. I don't expect to see any people. And yeah, going out to Church Pond. We're up here at the end of Church Pond Trail, official end. It's got a nice flat area and a fire ring, of course, and a view out, kind of up on a hill right now, to the pond. And pond comes all around, keeps going down here. I'm gonna climb down to there and see what it looks like. You can obviously go down right here too. And as we were coming through those open woods, it was, I don't know if I shot a video, it was super open woods. You could tell it was like a swampy, boggy area, the way the trees were. You had an awesome view of, I believe it's Table Mountain, but I was gonna take a picture of it when I got here, and now it's blocked, of course. So, it might be Bear Mountain. I don't know what it is. I'll have to take a look. Anyway, I'm gonna head down there and see what the view looks like down there. Right, this is Church Pond. And it continues around behind me here. I don't see any evidence of any animals at all. I don't think on practically the whole way. It's just like one squirrel, which is a little surprising to me because clearly nobody's out here. I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna go back up the hill and then look at our Gaia GPS for guidance on where the decommissioned trail is. And there's a tree at the top that had a double blaze that was removed. So I'll take a picture of that, stick it in, but we'll see how it goes. So we're still along the edge of the lake, the Church Pond, although we're near the end of it now on the abandoned trail. And this is, I believe that is Green's Cliff, and then over behind here in the center, it would be Mount Tremont and Owl's Cliff. And this is evidence that we're still on the trail, that little arrow wedged between two trees. Back into an open area, which I'm sure is very wet normally, which is why they close this trail, because it gets so wet. But it's pretty nice snowshoeing. That's the end of the pond right in front of the Green's Cliff. Oh, this is a bog. Okay. Okay. Those are the sleepers over here, I think. Okay, I just checked my peak finder. Straight ahead is Passaconaway, and then over here behind is Potash, right there. And then over here, which is kind of obstructed right now, is Hedgehog, right kind of behind there. Then I'll get a view over here. Yeah. Hedgehog. All right. We're basically circling this bog. Came up along the other side of it. We are back on the Nanokomo ski trail, so there's a blue blaze. Let me zoom in. Right there, that marks a ski trail. And there's a little bit of a trough, not since the most recent snow, but at least you can see where it's going. So we're gonna go this way. We just popped out of the trees right here. And boy, that was hard. Like, the trail is overgrown. I have no idea when they decommissioned this trail, but it wasn't in the last 3 years or so. Like, it's hard to detect. It's very, very difficult to tell where the trail is, or impossible to tell where the trail is. And I consider that mostly bushwhacking, the whole thing. But now we're back. We're gonna go this way just a little tiny bit, and then we'll junction up to where we were when we came out, because it's a loop, but it has a little stem at the beginning. And we'll go over those two water crossings, and I'll shoot a video of those so you can see what they're like. This is the second crossing of the Swift River, and it's a thinner branch of the swift, and I don't know what's underneath that snow, but it made a very nice snow bridge. So this was easy to get across. There's a piece of flagging right where the trail is, right in front of John right there. Yeah, you got to climb over that. It's a little awkward in snowshoes. Okay, next crossing is the bigger one. This is the second water crossing. Typically, I think you would just go straight across, but where John is, you can get into some shallow water. So that's what we did. Just kept the snowshoes on and headed into the ripples there. And my feet stayed completely dry. I have like full plastic outer boots though. Oh look, he's gonna try to, are you gonna move that rock?
I was going to, I should.
You can if you want to. He's gonna make his own trail.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm not gonna go the way he goes, I don't think. He's wearing oboes that aren't the greatest. Like, they get wet where the laces are. So he's trying to keep his feet, the laces above water at least. All right, so this is the major water crossing. It's actually super shallow. So, you know, if you wanted to wade it, you could. Like, take off your boots, be very cold, but it's not super fast moving, it's not deep, and you know, it's not super wide either. So, all right, and then right after this, you get right back to the end of the trail. It's like less than 1/10 of a mile, and then you walk through the campground out to the Kank, and you're done.